more multicultural than us. Here we have an Indian who was born in Germany and people from all over. So this is something we're passionate about and we've carried it through in the implementation.
This idea has been 4 years in the making, and I'm really happy that we're finally having this format of the multicultural event. Any event which adds on to the academic value in our school, and I feel Reading Power, multicultural, and any such event where all the kids in the school come together to serve our school is always the most fun to organize and just enjoy.
So we started this event a couple months ago when each of the classrooms got to select a country out of a hat, and those classrooms adopted that country for the past 2 months. They've been learning about that country and putting together these trifolds, and so they really got to delve into the culture and the different nuances of all these countries they adopted.
Can you look at the map and can you tell me what the capital of Brazil is?
I can't pronounce it, but I know it.
Well, let's sound it out.
Okay. Do you know, did I already ask you on what continent is Pakistan located? Awesome.
This is just a fabulous event. All our kids are learning about many different countries around the world, and it wouldn't have happened without our fabulous community and all the diversity we have here, our wonderful teachers, and the kids are having a great time. It really brings what we want our kids to understand about different parts of the world is really geography, temperatures, all the things that they learn about their own country, but not so much about other countries of the world.
Great afternoon. I think what was so wonderful was that kids were exposed to so many different cultures all in one place. As I was roaming around and taking it in myself, I was watching expressions on my kids' faces, and the questions that they were asked were amazing. To the room, I had them talk to their partners about this afternoon I learned or I discovered, and they had to complete the sentence, and what they gained this afternoon was really knowledgeable, and I could see that by what they shared with their peers.
Did you like the multicultural festival?
Yes.
So what did you like about it?
That they gave us money. I love answering questions.
And what did you answer questions about?
All the countries. And then after you answer the questions, before you answer the questions, you get a stamp.
It's really nice as a teacher to see my students walking around, engaged. They've got their passports and they're excited to go visit new countries and see artifacts and history and answer questions. And then I think the big takeaway for them is getting the money and racing to our box and putting the money in the box for sure. I think it's very engaging for them.
And I think it's great. The kids are having a great time with their little passports and answering the questions, and creating the board in the classroom was a great learning experience, and yeah, it's terrific. Thanks.
This was wonderful. It was more of a science fair style of program, and it's a global community here and many different countries are represented by the families that are here. See the rest of the countries that really help to make their world bigger and also smaller, because that's really what's happening in the real world today. So it's wonderful to bring that to the kids in a academic but enrichment sort of way that you could just tell the kids came alive.
Aloha! We love the multicultural event. It's like taking a little vacation on a Friday afternoon.
It's great to see all the wonderful parents, volunteers in their traditional clothing, and it's beautiful.
My children really enjoyed getting involved in their country and learning all the facts that surrounded it and the things that made it special.
Well, my kids are really excited about the fact that they got to study Italy, and we're working on some of the content that they would actually be learning in 6th grade. So it was a good project for them, and totally out of what our normal day-to-day activities are.
And the kids really had a good time. We were able to tie in some of our math curriculum into it by the kids making some population bar graphs. They did all the research on their own. They put it all together. They planned it all out. So having 5th grade students, they were really able to be more involved in the whole planning and what they wanted on the board and what they wanted to look at.
I think the thing that was really great about it was that kids really got to choose their own interests to research. Some kids were more interested in the politics and government of the country, Ecuador. Some kids were more interested in the mountains, and some kids were interested in the Galapagos Islands. We learned a lot, and we learned a lot because of the different interests of the kids.
My name's Trevor Douglas, and our country's Italy, and we're putting in the money because we have to answer questions correct, and we get stamps on our passport for what we're doing. So we're pretty much just loading up this box with all the money that we get from answering the questions. I guess we're gonna count it up in our class. We're gonna go spend it.
That's not real money.
First time, it was a really awesome event, and I think all the teachers would pretty much agree how wonderful it was.
There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying. Oh, when it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can't go on pretending day by day that someone somewhere will soon make a change. We all a part of God's great big family, and the truth, you know, love is all we